Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Spiritualism with Tapan. We have with us Mr. Tapan Singhel, our MD and CEO. Boss, welcome.
Thank you, Vikram.
Boss, we've seen you celebrate all festivals with a lot of enthusiasm and vigor. What is it that you find so exciting in festivals, boss?
Let me start with this. India currently is the fifth largest economy, right? How many of us know what is India standing in the world's happiness ranking? Yeah, it is close to like 124, I think 125 out of 143.
Wow.
Now, it is so amazing. A country which is known for wellness practices, for spiritualism, deep-rooted civilization, fifth largest economy means it's pretty well off, And if I look at the world happiness ranking, is towards the bottom. What is it that's missing? Should we not be also worried about that as a country? Why should we not be the happiest place to be? Why should we be at the bottom of it? In my view, what we are missing out is two, three things. We have all the knowledge, we have all the practices, we have all the thought processes, we have all the great leaders in the past and the philosophers who have laid down clear charters. In fact, in the DNA of our country, each of it has been so well ingrained. You go to any small village and ask somebody, they will know it is. But I think we are taking it for granted. Festivals had a purpose. They had a meaning. If I see now, the enthusiasm of celebrating festivals is going down. Some places, some festivals, still yes. Most, no. Are we missing something? So from my perspective, festivals are very important. They have a super reason to be there. And the reason why we all should be so happy about it and celebrate it full vigor.
Boss, helping our viewers understand this a lot more and let them know a little bit about yourself. Which is your most favorite festival, boss?
Oh, all of it. I think I grew up where my mother would celebrate every festival, didn't matter which religion. She has to know that it was a festival and we would all be geared up celebrating it. And that is where I picked this up of celebrating all festivals. But the one which creates a lot of excitement, if you ask me, are just two, three which would be there. First is Holi, I think, The time I've been a child, a lot of excitement. Diwali, which would be there. Then you would have the Navratris, which would be there, because of Durga Puja being held in Navratri in Calcutta. I grew up there. Or the Garba in Gujarat, or the Jagrans that we have in the north. So it's celebrated all across. April, if you look at, you have so many festivals, right from Pongal, Bihu. I've been to Bihu also in Assam. It's spread all across. So if I look at it, if we look at Christmas again, it's an amazing festival all across. And I grew up in Calcutta. Park Street would be just lit up. Still is. So sometimes on Christmas, it's so beautiful. So if you look at festivals, it has always been super exciting. And I'll give you one small thing. Why did I say Holi? And you have been to some of our Holi events, which would be there, Vikram. Now, I've seen people when they come for the first time, they are standing a bit far because they find why all these people are jumping around, playing with water and colors and getting colored. They look like barbarians to me, is what people would think from outside and say, what's wrong with these guys? They were perfectly good, like vice presidents, till just an hour before, and today they're looking like small kids. After about 15-20 minutes of such observations and thoughts, then slowly they join that group of people playing Holi. And after about 1 hour, they are the one which are making the biggest amount of, I think, splashing people with colors or the biggest amount of noise and the most fun. And you are thinking from outside, just about an hour back, this person was judging us standing outside. And then when they leave, they're already excited for the next one. What is it that transforms this thought process? Have you ever thought about this? What was in the whole process of celebrating Holi that transforms a bystander who's skeptic and judgmental about people playing to becoming so involved and so happy that he or she is already looking forward for the next year to be part of it? So if I ask you this question, Vikram, and you start thinking, exactly what happened just in a couple of minutes' time, from one extreme to the other extreme, what happened? What was the power of that festival and the way it has been created, that created this mind shift. And why is the person not looking forward for it again? He actually got colored. It takes about like days for the color to come out. He was like, thrown with a lot of water and all. A very uncomfortable situation to be in, but he's still so happy, or she is still so happy that they again want to come for this festival. Why is that so? Have you thought so? When we have this Ganesh festival in Maharashtra, in Pune, every time when we are going for the immersion, people say, Ganpati Baba Moria, Agle Varsh, Jaldi ya. Why? The festival is just getting over. Why are people so excited to say, ki fir se Lord ke aa Baba, fir se we will celebrate? What is the transformation which is happening in those moments? If you think about it, you get the answer, Vikram, that what is the power of festivals and why do they exist, and why we should all be enthusiastically participating in every festival. It's good for us.
Boss, one thing I've realized, and I've worked with you long enough to realize, that the holy celebration at your place, I think, brings out the childlike enthusiasm in all of us. And I think that's why you see all of us go crazy with colors and waters. And I think kudos to you to start that, boss. Boss, talking about Holi, it is also considered to be a deeply spiritual festival, apart from all the funs and colors that we also celebrate. What, as per you, is the spiritual significance of Holi, boss?
That's a very good question. I think the problem with you is, Vikram, I ask you a question, you ask me another question. To answer the first question I asked you, I always lose this game with you, but I enjoy losing this game with you. So let me explain to you. See, you answered to some extent, childlike enthusiasm. So when you get in that group, you actually lose your inhibitions. You become like a child. You're not judging people. You're not thinking. You are in the moment, And I've said this many times. Look at a child. Observe, be it in a park or anyways. Look at their happiness quotient. Look at the way they react. Even if they get angry, in the next moment they're happy. They fall down, they may cry, but they get up again, being super happy. They may fight with somebody, but the next moment they're again, the best of friends. I think as we mature, we actually lose our happiness and we destroy it with all the biases, the thinking of how should it be and how we should behave, keeping all the ills in our mind, all the hatred, the jealousies, all the negative emotion that we keep on building on that without realizing. So when you are in the moment and you become like a child, you are actually closer to spiritualism, than when you are not. So when you look at a lot of spiritual gurus, masters, priests who are actually very spiritual, you always find them very childlike, very joyful. And Holi does that to you in just split seconds. It brings that childlike enthusiasm, the point you mentioned. And that is where you are in the moment right now. You're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking of the future, you're not thinking about this person is right or wrong, or he is my enemy, or he is my friend, or she is my enemy. You're not thinking all that. You're just in the moment, relishing, enjoying it, and everybody is having great fun. This particular festival makes you a child in split moment, makes you spiritual in a split moment. Now that's the part of the way it's designed, and obviously it's also designed at a time when the winter is getting over, the spring is already on, summer is coming, so obviously all the water and all plays on well. Now if you look at other part of it, the day before you have a lot of logs of wood and all that put together, and you burn that as a symbolism of a story where there was this young boy named Prahlad, and he was very spiritual and very focused on Lord Vishnu, and his father was not very happy with that, and there was a lot of tiff, and he felt that he's part of his enemy's camp and he wanted to destroy him. But in spite of whatever happened, this boy would always survive because of his spiritual powers that he had. He could not be destroyed. I think that is where the significance comes in, that if you are spiritually strong and if you are very, very focused and you think good of everybody and you're unwavering in your path, you cannot be destroyed. I think that is the symbolism which happens a day before. And the next day you actually have this festival which makes you a child and brings a lot of spiritual happiness to you. And since you feel so blissful, you're looking forward for it again, I think, So this is just a short part of one festival. We can go and talk about every festival. And each of it, try and think about it. Why do you want the festival to come back soon again? If you answer this question, then you understand the significance of each festival and why should you celebrate each of them very enthusiastically with a lot of fun and passion. It's doing good for you.
Boss, as always, extremely insightful. Boss, we've heard you time and again say that festivals promote well-being and happiness. Can you shed some more light on that, boss?
Yeah, so now the other thing, if you look at the research done by Harvard and most research institutes which they have done for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, they pick the people who have lived the longest, people who are the happiest, with the best relationship. And most of the research comes down to just 2-3 things, and you can Google it and search it. It is not something that I've been just saying, it is just simple statements. First is that people who have a lot of friends and who have good meaningful relationships are actually happier and Now, if you see a festival, what is it? You get people, friends, family together and you celebrate, be it a feast or be it an activity or be it a dance or be it a social gathering. That's what festival is about. It's getting you to be with people and celebrating good times. So you have good memories of being together. That's the first step which happens. The second thing which is being taught everywhere is that if you are in the moment and you learn to be in the moment, you'll be more blissful. Festivals get you in the moment. Third thing is being taught is learn to forgive people. All festivals have this message. Holi also has this. You hug everybody and you say that like I forgive you. I also have this huge Jain festival in which they actually tell everybody and they have to say that if I have wronged you, please forgive me. So it encourages you to forgive people, encourages you to seek forgiveness and let go of negative emotions. So you see, every festival is designed just for those 3-4 things which all researchers show makes you a happier person, makes you live longer, makes you live healthier. They're all designed like that. So festivals have been designed with groups now.
Boss, all your answers are true gems, but still one last message or tip for our viewers out there, boss.
Be yourself, be happy, relish every festival. Go at it at full enthusiasm. It has benefited me a lot. I'm sure it'll benefit you. Have a great time. Enjoy Holi. Happy Holi.
That brings us to the end of yet another informational episode of Spiritualism with Tapan. Until next time, like boss said, stay happy.